everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. Let me get that mouse pointer off the screen. So, this is the first Spelunky episode I've recorded in quite some time. I think I said that on the last episode that I did as well, but it's true. Because we play the daily challenges on the North... Oh, God, I thought I was going to get hit by that arrow. Because we play the Northernlion Live Super Show, or we do the challenges on the Northernlion Live Super Show all the time, I tend not to record as much Spelunky because there's still a lot of it going up on the channel. Now, that's the bad news, I guess, is that I guess from an adventure standpoint, because this is not a daily challenge, I am a little bit rusty. The good news is, you know, I've still been playing a lot of Spelunky, and we had some good daily challenges on the stream this week, including one where I set the highest score that I have ever set in my entire life, accidentally angered a shopkeeper, ended up murdering all shopkeepers over the entire run, ghosting a vault or two, and picking up a score somewhere in like the 650 to 700,000 range. And also beating hell on that run, which is very nice for me. I've never had a run where I, yeah, we'll use a bomb here. We might have to use a rope as well. I've never had a run where I murdered shopkeepers and beat hell. I've never had a run where I succeeded after ghosting a vault, so it was a major success for me, I would say. That being said, I have had some bad challenge runs as well, or daily challenges, so I'm hoping that we'll go more towards the former than the latter. Typically my earliest Spelunky runs of the day tend to be a little bit better than... That was weird. A little bit better than the ones that come later. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get some good stuff going on here. I'm not going to murder shopkeepers necessarily on this run, but rest assured that I am practicing in order to ensure that, you know, because I know that, and I've known for a while, that killing shopkeepers is like the way to get those scores that people have gotten that are over 1 million fairly consistently when they have a good run at least. Whereas mine, you know, even if I have a great run, I could finish it and be like, wow, I beat hell and I only have 400,000. That's, you know, I got 80,000 from ghosting a single vault on the ice caves. So there's a lot of work for me to be done. I've known that for a while, obviously, that, you know, the secret to getting better scores in Spelunky is killing the shopkeepers, ghosting vaults, etc., etc. But it's very convenient to ignore that because it's just so damn difficult most of the time anyway, and it really means that probably, like, for now, 90% of the runs where I do it will end like one shop after... I can't believe I managed to hit him there. Will end like one shop after I start aggroing the shopkeepers, so I need to put in some off-camera practice, I would say, in order to eventually get good enough at killing shopkeepers, figure out the tactics that actually reward that, and then start doing videos where inevitably my skill will instantly go down like 4 points just because that's the way it works. I don't necessarily want anything from that shop. But anyway, let's get started talking about how we are on this run so far. Don't necessarily need a huge build up here. Okay, I'm actually very frightened about the way that I'm handling this. We'll just drop this dude off. There's a little bit of gold down here that I can get. I already have these spike shoes, so there's no need for me to get those. I picked them up from a random crate. And you know, 2 floors deep. I'm pretty pleased with where we're going. I'm just trying to, like, hide this spider. Want to make sure that there's no key in there, if at all possible, for me to figure out. Yeah, but 2 floors deep, 6 bombs, 6 health, 4 ropes, 20,000 gold. Pretty good. Spike shoes as well, of course. Nothing else really of value, but still, that's a fairly solid place to be at this point. This, the level is not the way that I want it to be, but I will invest some ropes here. Please, powder keg, don't, like, explode on Angry Skeleton. Powder keg exploded on Angry Skeleton. Alright, so we'll restart. Alright, first run of the Spelunky day, like I said, is the best. You know, you learn something new every time you play Spelunky, or at the very least, you know, you should aspire to that. That was news to me. Maybe I should have just used a bomb to get in there. Maybe I should have just avoided it altogether. Certainly not really what I was expecting there, but I think that death can be forgiven simply due to the sheer kind of weird niche market that it occupies in Spelunky deaths. Powder kegs, not normally that... Oh, I mean, they are dangerous, but they're less dangerous than I had been led to believe when I first started playing. So we're going to start over here. That's what I get for setting the stage with an overly long introduction. We are at 7,500 gold already. We got Monty. We're down 1 bomb, but I would say that is a fair trade for the compensation with which we've been given. And let's, might as well come up here. The trick with Spelunky is, I think the reason that the first run has a tendency to be better than the other runs is because, at least for me, after run 1 or 2, I start to get flustered, and I start to say, well, you know, fuck it, like, I've got to go faster now to compensate for the fact that I've died, which is not true, and, you know, I've got to, you know, work harder, shall I say, in order to make sure that I have a good run this time. That's not true at all, you know, you just... The number 1 tip that I have for Spelunky beyond, you know, practice and several real tips is Yeah, he's just gonna fall in there, which is good. Is just play casual, you know, I play like the same way roughly every time. Might seem like a negative, like I'm not playing situationally aware or something, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's important to have like a Spelunky moral compass that you stick to. Well, not moral compass, but, you know, gameplay compass that you stick to. And you know what? This is a totally solid first floor here. To get 20,000 gold on the first floor essentially means if we come across a jetpack, I'll be able to pick that up easily and still be able to probably get enough money to go to the black market. We'll see if we get any special levels. Obviously, the Matic changes basically everything. If I can, yeah, save this rock, I would prefer to. I don't think that's worth a rope to get up there necessarily. But of course, we do have an an altar here. And we have a very easy dog to sacrifice. We're also going to get the Ujat eye on this level. So obviously, I've become a big proponent of sacrificing your dogs, especially if you have a reasonable amount of health. You can snag a free item. Item being the glasses. That seems to be a pretty common drop and a pretty terrible drop, but that's fine. The number one important thing about that is that it gave us... Try not to get hit by that rock. I'm following the spikes, please. The number one important thing about that is it gave us basically half of a Kapala. So if we can find some more bodies to sacrifice... Can I get out of here if I come down here? That's the real question. Also, what does the shopkeeper have? No jetpack, but a bomb box, which I will definitely end up purchasing. So, I think we're gonna just head downwards. I'm gonna look for the key. Obviously, that's basically my number one priority at this point. It is possible to find the, usually possible at least, to find the black market without the Ujat eye, but it's certainly not a, something you want to get in the habit of having to do, because I think it is exceptionally difficult relative to the normal way of just looking for the beeping. Even with the beeping, sometimes I fuck it up, so... I don't know, why would I use a bomb to get over here? I had in my brain, I guess I had assumed that this was the shop when it was not. I just went down here because the key was here. So we will actually have less money on this floor, or on the next floor, than we had coming into this floor. But we have the Ujat eye, we have 14 bombs, and we have half of a Kapala. Wouldn't necessarily say that was the best floor, but from a financial standpoint, I still think we're okay. We can always use these extra bombs to pick up some awesome gem deposits. Is that how you describe where gems are in the physical world? It's like a gem deposit, the same as like a book repository. Okay, we got the spike shoes again. We had those on our last run. I got concerned for a second because I thought we got the same item twice. Not that that would be a major problem, I suppose. You know, I will use a rope and a bomb to come up here. We'll get a little bit of gold, but mostly I want that crate. But it's gonna cost me 2 bombs to get it. I don't think that's worth it necessarily, even though there is a lot of gold in there. So that's okay. We'll come down here. You gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, know when to jump. There's a lot of gold in there. I think, but my bomb will ruin my chances here. So I am missing a lot of treasure on each individual floor. You're not gonna catch me trying to be revisionist about that. I'm definitely not doing as well financially as I could be, might be the right way to put it. So far, so good, though, on basically everything else. But it basically means, like, I've gained 2,000 gold from the last couple of floors, which is pretty terrible. And that was the worst. So there is a Monty over here somewhere, of course. I'm just trying to think. I don't have paste. The way that I do this might be, and this is a little bit of a gamble, but I really want to get into this area over here because there's so much gold. There's also going to be a free ruby for us, and I should be able to just platform in. So yeah, 1 bomb for access to all of this seems pretty fair to me. There is also an opportunity to trade, well, I mean, ideally trade 2 bombs for paste. Hopefully I'm able to swing that. This feels a lot better now. And I hate when the gold in a level is all boxed up in these weird individual compartments, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I'm gonna be very cautious. That was a scary region I was dealing with there, but there we go. We are going to get some more gems and the paste. That was well worth the bombs invested. We are now over 30,000, and I would say it's fairly safe for us to go now. Do have to watch out for the scorpion at the bottom, but we'll also get some extra gold as a result. Okay, so I feel a lot better about that. We invested like 3 bombs, got paste and a bunch of money. Like, we got another 10,000 there, which is actually pretty sizable. And we've got another goddamn level, at least it looks like so far, where a lot of the gold is kind of boxed up in these compartments. I don't know. Oh, I guess the snake must have shot that, a crate that existed there, which allowed this bomb to kind of show what it is. I'm going to use another rope to get up here. We are kind of at the point where I have to invest some of my resources into picking up some resources that I can turn into other resources later. Oh, I meant to pick that up. Don't be, why you have to be mad, it's only game. Okay, now don't lose your focus. This is the important part here. This is still very much the prologue of a Spelunky run. Getting out of the mines with roughly 50,000-ish gold and the Ujat Eye is seriously like step 0 of having a good Spelunky run. Everything else is so much more difficult than that. The jungle's tough, especially if you run into like a dark level or a rushing water level. Obviously, you know, if you get to the ice caves without a compass, you got your own little, you know, bag of worms to deal with. Is that an expression? Bag of worms? Can of worms. When I would go fishing with my grandpa when I was a kid, I would always get my worms in a bag. I'm not sure if that's, we didn't get them in a can. Aluminum was in pretty short supply thanks to the aluminum wars of the 23rd century. By the way, I'm a time traveler. We're gonna pick up this here and go through. So far, so good. That was the 4th floor, I think. So we're a little bit low on gold, but everything else I would say is adequate right now. Would normally prefer to have a little bit more health than this, but you know, we're at base health for, I was gonna say base health for Isaac, which sounds kind of like a butter commercial. I don't know, base L for Isaac. I guess base L is margarine. I hope that's not just a Canadian thing. Hey, we got a free compass. That is, an excellent pickup for us, but there is still a lot of work to be done on this floor, namely when it comes to picking up gold. So I am going to try to go to Boomerang Fucktown here. My reasoning being, first things first, yeah, we'll just get the bat to come out of here because he would otherwise be nightmarish to deal with. I wanted to do that just in case there was a some kind of money supply over here. It wasn't worth the emerald, but since we already went through with it, might as well pick up the emerald, right? There's a little bit of gold here. And I would love the game forever if the... Oh, I was just gonna say, every time I want to mention something about the Ujat Eye, and especially about it not blinking, the game's like, oh, you were talking about me. I forgot that I had a duty to do on this floor. Duty. But we will be able to get enough money, unless something goes absolutely, drastically, terribly wrong. We should be able to find the... okay, I hate to waste a rope to do that. I could have just used a whip, but I was a little concerned. Now just, you know what? I'm not even gonna get that emerald. It's probably like a 99% chance that I'll get it, and a 1% chance that I'll accidentally fall on the spikes like a big asshole. But I don't trust myself to not be that 1%. So I probably should have saved more ropes because I'm still looking for the black market here. I think it's down here in the bottom right. I am clearly wrong. Alright, but we've killed that piranha. That was the worst boomerang I think I've ever thrown. Where the heck is this black market? It must be on, like, the right kind of quadrant here. Oh, and I'm gonna have to spend just 2 ropes just to get up here. Oh, this is bad. Well, we have 1 more rope left, I guess. That's okay, then. Could it possibly be above us in here? I'm just listening to the pings now. It's a great Detroit band from the 60s. I can't even get up there. I probably can if I bomb something. Oh, good, the ghost is here. We're gonna start hemorrhaging bombs here. I'm never sure if I'm using hemorrhaging properly. It makes me more self-conscious than I'm comfortable to admit. I still do not see it. I think I've botched this one pretty miserably. It's gonna be one of those Spelunky videos, huh? Alright. So we're gonna run down and through here. That was... Oh, wow, we actually did manage to ghost. Suck on that, game. Now, here's a real question. What are we gonna do about this little situation here? I can make this jump. Oh my god. Wait. It was over there on the right side. Okay, okay. All is not lost yet. It is pretty darn close to being lost. But it's not lost yet. Okay, that was very foolish of me. Was it not over here? Now I think I've fucked myself pretty miserably. Maybe all is, like, totally lost. Alright, Ghost Man. Let's do this shit. Leroy Jenkins, etc., etc. God damn you, Ghost Man! It's... Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. How did I botch that so miserably? I have no idea where the black market was. That was totally my bad. I really can't offer anything in my own defense there. Let's get your head in the game, Northernlion. It's been a pretty bad set of Spelunky runs so far. That one wasn't terrible, except for the fact that I, died to the ghost trying to find the black market. I don't know what happened to me there. I had like some kind of aneurysm or a miniature stroke that prevented me from being able to run like my triangulator in my head to figure out where the fuck that black market was. That's what I get for saying, you don't want to make a habit of not using the Ujedi to find the black market. There you go. I used the Ujedi to find the black market. Ended up getting stomped in half by the ghost. Also, probably a good example of why you shouldn't use a rope to kill a bat. Unless you absolutely have to. And I didn't really absolutely have to. That rope ended up being pretty goddamn important. In any case, we're going to start having a little bit more of a low-key, conventional Spelunky run. Not Loki, the god of mischief, or Loki from the Avengers. Advengers? Oh, that's like some kind of CEO's wet dream. We're going to enter here. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, get a little recaffeination in me. Okay, now we got some important business to take care of. We have a mystery box, we have a bomb bag, and we have spike shoes. I'm very tempted. In fact, I am going to buy the spike shoes. I'm tempted to buy the mystery box as well. In fact, I'm just tempted to murder the shopkeeper because, with a freeze ray, it's always like, well, I could do it so easily that it's very, very tempting. There is, of course, that altar up. I fucking hate everything right now. Mostly myself, but also specifically the creators of Spelunky. But this is not a Spelunky rage through, this is not like me being like, oh, I can't figure out this game. Hit 2,000 likes and I'll instantly release the next episode. I want to get, like, really, really good at Spelunky. I want to get consistently good. And we're getting there. We're just not quite there yet. I'd still play with a vastly different style than a lot of really good competitive players. I am going to use a rope here just to be on the safe side. I mean, not that there is necessarily a formal Spelunky competitive scene yet, but I really need to work on my consistency, and weirdly enough, I'm glad I did buy the spike shoes. God damn it. Beyond my consistency, I really need to work on, like, doing well when it's not important, if that makes sense. Like, this is such a bad run so far from a gold perspective. I guess I just have to leave, though. Hopefully we'll pick up a Matic or something. At least I got the Ujedi, but, I tend to do my best in daily challenges, and I tend to do my worst right after I die in a daily challenge. And now, that could go either way here. There's a Matic in there, which is usually a no-brainer purchase, and actually could save our lives here, because now we can use this to harvest all of the gems in the known universe. Thank God I didn't fuck up that spider. I've been messing up, or I mean, I fucked up that spider, but thank God I didn't fuck up the killing of that spider. I'm really glad that arrow trap had gone off. Probably should buy the compass, but I am a little bit wary about my finances now. I've probably been a little bit over-aggressive versus my gold gain over the course of this episode so far. So we're going to try to pick up, several dozen thousands of dollars here. That was the most awkward way possible to phrase that. Forgive me. I'm running on the Spelunky high right now. So we're at 13,000. Matic is quite clearly already paid for itself and then some. How do we do this? I guess we'll just go like this. I should be able to get into Ruby Town here. Population 1. But that's good enough. Is there any gold over here that I can see? Not really. Were there ropes in the shop? Because if there were ropes in that area, that actually allows me to accomplish some pretty good stuff if I buy them. But I might not. We're up to 20,000. We started with 9. By the time we bought the Matic, we actually only had 2. So I'm pretty okay with where we're at so far. I'm just going to leave the Matic down there for a second. There's some junk to deal with up here. First things first, I wonder if we can... Yeah, that's exactly how I wanted that to go down, actually. I do want to get Monty, because I am a little bit low on health right now. Lower than I'd like to be anyway. And everything's coming to Milios. It's amazing how much a Matic can change your perspective on a run. I mean, Monty helped there too, of course. But the Matic in particular was very nice. If there's not gems, I might save the Matic for... That was so stupid of me. I saw it coming and was just like, nah, I can beat it. I can go faster. Let's think about this. Just making some silly mistakes right now. I guess we can see what's down here. There's a chest and a ruby. I don't think it's worth the time and money that I would invest. I will pick up a few scattered kind of gold deposits here, some minor ones. Those ones are only worth 300. The bigger ones are worth 700, which is, in my opinion, definitely worth 2 Matics to get. And we'll get out of here. Not 2 Matics, 2 Maticings, I guess I should say. And again, caffeination seemed to have worked there. Now, we have a snake pit. This is the ideal situation. This is the mother lode. 2 Matics, and you're out. Now, 2 Matics means we take a Matic down the snake pit, and we, this has been happening to me a lot lately, so if I ever complain about bad luck, and I do it all the time, just tell me to fuck off, because basically, this situation is becoming the norm for me. It's not quite the norm yet. Yeah, we take 1 Matic down to the bottom, mining gold the entire livelong day as we go down, and as a result, we pick up a lot of money, and then we use our Matic, our existing Matic, to free our new Matic. I am actually just gonna mine my way through this side as well, just to give us kind of an opening here. I'm not gonna get Monty yet, but so we're gonna pick up a lot of gold on the way down, and then we're gonna have another Matic, and we're gonna try to abuse the shit out of the one we already have, so that it just dies a natural death. I do want to kill these guys. That was stupid, but I thought it could work. Could have been a lot of gold for us in that situation if I had succeeded, but shit happens. Alright, so I guess first things first, we'll bust our way into this area. Obviously, I want to get Monty because I've put myself in a situation where I'm being very reckless with my health. Should probably cut through these. I should probably mine the Matic out first, just so that it's good to go. What do we have here? More ropes. That's actually pretty important right now. And we should probably take Monty to the exits. It's among the most important things that still remain on this floor. There's lots of gems over there. We will possibly be able to get to 50,000 on this floor alone. Assuming I don't, like, seriously botch something. Like that, taking fall damage there, that would have almost qualified as seriously botching something in my opinion. So there's a snake here. I don't want to deal with that, which means that side of the floor is now closed off. We will go over to this side instead. And again, basically just continuing to mine. Anytime that I can avoid or get the jump on these spiders is a good time for me. I don't want to use any ropes, so I'll try my best to deliberately create staircases where I can get back up. And there's 1 Matic down, but that Matic definitely paid for itself and allowed me to put myself in a much better situation moving forward. So is this the 3rd? This is the 4th floor, right? So we're still, like, not where I would want to be on money for the most part, but certainly better than we were looking, given the situation that we were in fairly recently. So, I'm pleased with this. There is going to be another couple thousand here. Oh, there's a ghost and a spider. Okay. I didn't realize that I'd taken so long, by the way. But, you know, that's the price you pay when you Matic. It's okay, we're not even going to mess with the ghost this time. I'm definitely not going to ghost any gems, because it's just totally unnecessary, given the risk associated with it. Okay, so I did see the Ujedi blink. I would love to have it be, the black market, that is, in a very convenient location this time. Figured I'd just take care of this snail the easier way. That was, believe it or not, it was the easier way. Come on, game, work with me here. You're hitting me with some seriously kind of hellish problems so far. Can you get over this? No? Okay, I'm, like, genuinely scared here. I want to get that idol because it's a free 10,000. It would solve any money problems I still have. But look at this shit that I'm dealing with already. There we go. So that thing's going to get cut up. I don't think we want to bring the Matic over here. I think we'll just put it down here and, yeah, figure that we might encounter some kind of resistance. Don't even want to anger anything over here, so I say we bring our Matic back. And I'm guessing that our black market has to be on the next floor. Or, not, sorry, not next floor, but like the next tier down. Like, it's got to be somewhere. Oh, of course there's bees, too. Jesus. What a seed, like... Or what a series of seeds. It hasn't been nuts yet, but it's been pretty nuts. Okay, so the black market's obviously right there. I know people are going to want me to get the royal jelly. Must be right next to me. Okay, I don't want to get the royal jelly. I just want to get the Ankh. I'm a very low-key man. There's very few things I want in life. One of them being success in Spelunky. I would love to get a jetpack to facilitate that. Whether or not that's going to be possible is an interesting proposition. There's a crate down there, which is tempting, but also scares the shit out of me, as you might expect. So I'm just picking up like a little bit of gold here. It looks like a lot of these bees have actually like gotten stuck in their own world. Ooh, maybe not enough to make me feel comfortable though, so I'm just gonna leave. The Matic's still alive. Maybe we can pick up an extra 5,000 on this floor. We could always gamble a little bit, which is a privilege you don't have the right to do in daily challenges, so that's nice. Or can be nice, at least. With the spike shoes, I can crush these guys pretty easily. And we'll come down here. What can you win there? Bomb bag. I mean, I'm not doing well with respect to anything, really. There's no, like, jetpack compass. There's, like, spring shoes. I'm gonna buy a bomb box, probably. I think that's the best course of action for me, in all honesty. So, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a disappointing black market, but it's certainly not, like, the most powerful black market I could possibly get. Missing a lot of those items that I normally consider pretty important. But we'll try to get some more money, because, you know, money makes the world go round. At the very least, we got to the black market and managed to legitimately purchase the Ankh. At some point in this video, I was concerned that we would be kind of running the gauntlet. Find us, I hate frogs in the water. And we'd find ourselves in a situation where, you know, just die on the mines 3 times. I mean, we could still die in the jungle twice. That would not necessarily be that exciting. Did I take damage there? How did, there was like a piranha in the water or something, I guess. I didn't even notice. Makes me kind of an idiot, I guess. Not an idiot, necessarily. Unobservant. More polite way to put it. So I'm just getting the heck out of here, because obviously there was a lot of enemy resistance that I was encountering. You know, we've actually picked up way more than the 5,000 I predicted on this floor. We're going to be back up over 20 easily. Looks like we're at about 22. And we'll just leave. 17 bombs is very nice. Health is something I'm going to have to concern myself with in the future, but keep in mind that I am going to go back to 4 health when I sacrifice myself. We have another level full of bees. I don't mind it, honestly. But it all depends on how the layout of the levels shake out. Because obviously if we're in a situation where the bees are basically unkillable, or there's, you know, 1,000 of them at the bottom of a level, that creates some problems. So I'm going to try to use a bomb to drain the water here. And as a result of this, I could probably, like, use the snail to farm the bees. I'm just not sure quite how to make it happen. Will I die if I fall down here? I don't think so. So we'll do that. I'll bust open that tiki trap as well. Not only does this create a nice little safe zone for me, it also allows me to probably get Monty out of here. So we'll actually get rid of the Matic for a second, and we'll take Monty with us. Obviously, the bees are hungry. I don't necessarily mind the idea of getting the queen bee. Or, oh no, Matic broke. Okay. I don't necessarily mind the idea of, like, fighting the queen bee and getting the royal jelly. It's just something that I don't think is going to be super likely. If I had a shotgun or something, I might consider it. And in fact, I should probably consider trying to find a boomerang or something now. Just because I don't have any other... Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I don't have any other offensive weapon right now, which is actually kind of a real problem. Okay, we did manage to make... Oh, no! God, I hate fucking monkeys, man. They are the worst enemies in this entire game. 2 crates here, though. This is pretty important. Yes, I see the queen bee, like, staring me in the face. We got extra ropes. That's actually not that bad. We'll leave. I'd say that floor could have gone better, but I'm very happy that we're back to base health, and we have some items, sort of. We certainly have a decent amount of bombs, although I would love to have more by this point. At the very least, you know, we're going to get to the ice caves, and that's more than I would have expected given how terribly, like, the first couple of runs went. Okay, so we do have a boomerang here. We got a lot of shit, basically, to think about with what's going on in this area down here. I had a feeling I'd get hit there. I want to save that altar/idol. We're going to sacrifice Monty, even though I did lose some health. That compass is so valuable, actually. It's very important. And I will use a rope to come up here. Not only do I want the carcass to sacrifice, because the Kapala would be super important right now, but I want the boomerang as well. Okay, now the idol is an interesting proposition, because I would love to get it and sacrifice it, and I need to learn a little bit more about how the mechanics of the idol work, I suppose, is the proper way to put this. Because if I thought that it would make it more likely that I would get the Kapala faster, I would totally get the idol and sacrifice it straight away. But I don't think it does work like that. I think it works differently. So I think I might invest a rope into going back up, and I'll just take the extra 10,000 from it, because you never know, that 10,000 could end up being pretty important. I mean, also, you never know, that rope could end up being pretty important, as we saw on the last run. But we could always accidentally kill that orange frog with the rope, so that might be the way that we want to do this. So plenty of boomerangs to go around here, obviously. I think this is going to be a floor that is a potential turning point. I'm going to have a weapon, at least for a little while. I got the compass, which is beautiful. What? That was weird, is what that was. And, you know, I actually am going to have to invest another rope, I think, which I'm not happy about. This guy can't hit me from here. Famous last words, but I'm actually fine. I don't think we're going to need, or I don't think this carcass is going to give us what I want, which is, of course, that was very scary for me, which is, of course, the Kapala. But, you know, the more carcasses you sacrifice, the easier it's going to be in the long run. Sorry. I was going to say sorry for getting quiet, but now I'm just sorry in general. I'm sorry I didn't throw another rope up there. Now I wish I didn't sacrifice Monty, because we are about to die. Really wish I got the Kapala on that one then. Oh my god, I'm going to have to use another you know what? Yep, okay. We're going to use a rope. We're not going to F around with it anymore. I might have fucked myself. Took 2 damage against that piranha, which is unfortunate because I was otherwise in a fairly good position. I used like 6 ropes to get 1 carcass that was already dead back to the top. It wasn't even a damsel. There is another idol here. Or sorry, there is another... Jesus. There is another altar here, though. And remember, I don't have to live forever. I just have to live long enough to sacrifice myself. That's a pretty important distinction, actually. I hope that falls down in an area where I can get it. Wow, it did. Okay, that's very good luck. Okay, angry UFO, you are the worst enemy of all. Next to the monkeys, of course, as we found out. Don't fuck up my boomerang placement, you dick. This Kapala is... Oh my god, there's a jetpack on this level, too. Is it gonna be feasible for us to get that? It's a very good question. There's so many UFOs in this area. I see the damsel, don't get me wrong. I kind of want to keep the damsel alive. My reasoning being... I really also can't get this UFO to kill Kali's altar. That would be really bad. The reason I want to keep the damsel alive is because I might need 1 more health to survive, like, the next few floors, right? So if I can just get enough... Don't die to that spider, please. If I can just get enough goodness by sacrificing basically these Yetis, then I would be very pleased. Oh my god, we got it. Okay. Now, I could, as mentioned, potentially get a jetpack here. This probably has, like, incredible importance for me from the perspective of... Okay, first off, let's drop off Monty just to have a chance here. This probably has incredible importance from the perspective of... okay, I'm going to have to use a lot of bombs here. From the perspective of beating hell is what I'm trying to get at. That guy has one hell of a shot there, by the way. Okay. We're going to invest a... We're going to invest a rope here. This is just to get down here, essentially. And now I don't have another rope, which is really bad, actually. But I can still get back. Come on, UFO man. What's your problem? I'm gonna invest, like, all of my fucking bombs to get up here. So stupid, but... Can I even make this jump back? Like, that's a real problem if I can't. I'm making some seriously unconventional decisions right now. It's the polite way to put it. I'm making some real fucking bad decisions is the impolite way to put it. Okay, now we get ready. Can I even get the jetpack if I come in there is the real question. Oh good, the ghost is here too. Hello, ghost. Well, you know, I don't even know if I've ever killed the squid on this game. Fuck it, I can't even get up there. I wasted like 7 bombs to get that jetpack for no reason. Terrible decision. Deserve all the ire that I'm getting in the comments in all likelihood. But, worth noting, we got the Kapala. That's good news. We are on sacrifice level. Which is also good news. So I have at least made it to get the Hedget. I have 5 bombs. Obviously, the most important thing on this level, I guess, well, you know, we're gonna die, but we want to get as much gold as possible. Blood doesn't matter at all. And if we can get Monty to the exit, then that's a bonus as well. Is there anything for us down here? Well, parachute went off. Probably get frozen now. You know, if you get frozen, someone told me that you actually keep the weapon that you have. But I didn't really have a weapon, so I just sacrificed myself instead. So, at the very least, we are going to get to the next level of the ice caves with the Hedget. I don't give myself, like, a fucking chance at all of doing well on this run. I don't think I'm going to beat hell. That was a but. Let's do this again, shall we? Waste all my bombs for no reason. Those, the purple things move so fast on these guys versus Anubis. You know, I can definitely have a lot of health. I can let it ride for a little while. Don't get me wrong, I fucking want this jetpack more than I've ever wanted anything in my entire life. I just don't necessarily know. I depend on the level layout to put myself in a position where I can get it. You're gonna understand what I mean in a second. First things first, let's see if we can get some more bombs from this thing, because I certainly need them. And it's the, yeah, okay, 3 more bombs, that's something. It's the purple, like, ness of the jetpack, or sorry, of the octopus that makes him so hard to deal with. I'm sorry, Monty. You may or may not live there. But I got bigger fish to fry, because this jetpack could turn my fortunes around. So the way that we have to do this, in my opinion, we gotta knock out this Yeti, because I don't want him to accidentally throw me off the edge. The purples just move so fast, man! And they also kill you in one hit. I could have easily just fallen off the edge to my death there. So we gotta hit Yeti Man. Like that. And I wanted to kill him there, but sadly, no such luck, I guess. If the psychic things didn't move so damn quickly, this would be a lot easier, that's for sure. Alright, Yeti Man, let's do this again. There we go. And I'll hit him one more time. And then we're just gonna bomb out basically under the jetpack. Alright, now we may put ourselves in an okay position here to actually get this fucking thing. It'll only cost me 10 bombs, which, let's be honest, it's like 25,000 gold, functionally. Very nearly died there. Oh, good. Yeah, Octopus is now on the level with me. That's nice. But he's going to be dead. We're going to have like 0 bombs left after this. But we are going to have the jetpack. Please, purple thing. Okay, good. One more bomb will allow us to get the jetpack. One more well-placed bomb, which, let's be honest, that's a... You're asking kind of a lot from me. What a weird run that is now looking like it might actually have some value or prospect for success. This is how you know, this feels very much like an old Northernlion plays Spelunky run. I could ghost that vault. Don't even fucking tempt me right now. I don't want to anger the shopkeepers. I really can't afford to, in all honesty. But I really could use a shotgun. So it's a tough call. It feels like an old Northernlion plays Spelunky run, where like everything I tried to accomplish in the game was like every force in the game was pulling against me with all of its weight, and I was like bouncing off the walls trying to do all this weird shit. You know, having a jetpack, basically I invested way too many bombs into it, but now we don't have to worry about having ropes, which is pretty important because we don't have any ropes. So, just knock this dude over here, knock this dude over here, and you know, I guess mission number 1 now is pick up some blood, don't get frozen. Both very important in the whole scheme of things. I really can't believe that this is somehow possibly going to turn out half decent. The real issue that we have now, and you know, there's going to be a number of issues that we're going to have to deal with over the course of a game like this, of course. But the real one is that I am lacking any kind of weapon, which makes killing Anubis a real problem. And even if I kill Anubis under ideal conditions, Anubis 2 is going to be a real fucking issue unless I get a shotgun. So, you know, in all honesty, maybe I should have ghosted the vault just so I could... okay, don't accidentally freeze yourself. Maybe I should have ghosted the vault, not necessarily for the money, but for the potential to get that shotgun. So, you know, I suppose I could go into the mothership level, but that doesn't help me with Anubis 2 because I need to have the scepter anyway. So instead, we'll just head down to the temple. Tunnel Man can S on my D. There's not really much I can give him anyway. With respect to the D, of course, that is. Could sacrifice Monty, but what's the point? I say, what's the point? There actually is a point, I guess, but there's not really too much benefit for me to do that. I just wanted to check over here. Ah, now we gotta talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Scorpion, don't hurt me. Oh, man, I thought I would sacrifice a live scorpion. Instead, I ended up sacrificing absolutely nothing. Now, there's a tiki trap down here. I saw some blood go by. There's Anubis. So I've really got to hit him twice. Okay, that's done. Now, the real question, as you know, is how the fuck am I going to kill Anubis 2? I guess we'll have to be creative, basically. Oh, Jesus. If I get to Olmec on this run, I will be thrilled, essentially. Has this arrow trap already fired? That's something I should think about. Okay, he's in a killable position, which is very important. You know, even if we just get over 100k on this run, that's pretty alright, given that I thought I was going to die much, much sooner than this. And, you know, in all honesty, probably should have. Probably deserved to die. Good. Triggered that arrow trap. Important skill a lot of people don't realize is that you can use those kind of like penguins and puffins and crickets and stuff to trigger the arrow traps. Oh, good. It's perfect. Well, you know, dark level means a couple of things. One of them is, oh, no, Scarab, don't, you got too much to live for. One of those is that, you know, we're going to get some money, but it's a real piss off that I'm not going to be able to see thwomps. And it's a real piss off that it came on this level, because I need to be able to use the scepter. So, oh, good, I hate myself with my torch. Not that I'm, like, worried about health right now. Okay, well, there's the City of Gold right there, so I can just bounce right into that, assuming I don't fuck myself pretty hard here. No thwomps, wow, lucky me. And we'll just leave. Okay, so we got to the City of Gold. That's a moderately successful run at the very least. We'll see if we can make something happen here. Obviously, you know, killing Anubis was kind of the elephant in the room, even though I mentioned it many times, making it very much not the definition of elephant in the room at all. Okay, so I guess first things first, let's crush this locust, and we should probably kill the mummy first, just because this will put us well over 100,000. This crate could be a lifesaver. Keep in mind, we get a lot of crates on the Olmec fight as well. Okay, we got more bombs. We got enough bombs to be able to kill Anubis 2. Better than expected by several orders of magnitude. There's going to be lots of available health here. We will not use any bombs at all to, like, just farm the City of Gold. I'll need those for Olmec, just to be sure. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I got a little cocky there. You could be fairly criticize me for that one. Good. Okay, we're at 130,000. That's pretty nice. With 4 bombs, I should be able to pretty easily kill Anubis 2. And talk about, like, actually making something out of nothing. It wasn't the seed's fault that I had nothing. Monty was here too? Yeah, it certainly wasn't the seed's fault that I had nothing, but the fact that I have something now is pretty remarkable to me, I have to admit. We are going to be over, like, 150,000. Sure. Go through. Oh my god, that was just bad platforming. I have no excuse that I can offer in my own defense there. If I jetpack the shit out of these guys, I should be able to pick up some free rubies, maybe even a little extra health via this weird parrot man. Drop Monty off of the exit, because why not? Parrot man, I hate you so much. But we did nearly fill up our Kapala. We can always fill it up more against Olmec. And I'm just coming up here. You know, it's a little risky, but free gold, essentially. From the scarabs, so why not? I am the fucking worst. Don't draw me in front of the tiki. Could have just gone to the exit. Could have just fought Olmec. You know, all told, I would say that was an absolutely fucking terrible run and a video when you shouldn't have watched it. I'm just joking. I hope it was entertaining. That last run, we actually managed to make something happen despite my best efforts to ruin it, and eventually I succeeded. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving support in the form of a positive or negative civil comment, as well as a like if you, you know, genuinely enjoyed the video. If you want to see more Spelunky, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.